this is an awesome product. I just started using it, TempSpike. This is the product here. I'm also going to show you an instant read. So this is what the box looks like when you get it. Now it's going to have these tags that basically say, make sure you insert it at least to this line to get that thermal conductivity, so you're not going to burn the thing up. And that line has to be kind of the dividing line there between ambient, which is on the top of the sensor, and the lower part of the probes. You know, in this case, I put one in the dark meat, and I said that works pretty good, and this is how you set it up. It's pretty slick. So you go through here, very easy. It's a Bluetooth setup. Now what's nice about this is it comes with two parts. You have not only the probes, you have a black probe and a white probe, very easy, but you have a receiver, and that receiver is going to be able to send the temperature to your phone. So it's a smart probe, as well as just the receiver itself can be looked at, and you can see all four temperatures through the receivers. So this is the TempSpike. It's the wireless thermometer. Now when you get it, mine didn't have a charge, but that's okay because everything you need to charge it is right here. USB Type-C charging, gotta love it. Plug that in, get this thing charged up. Now they also do include a cleaning brush, I guess. Maybe if you need to clean it, that would be good. In this one, there are no batteries required because it is rechargeable. And so now this unit itself is not necessarily waterproof that I know of. It may be. They have gasketed connectors here, but just in safety, try to keep this unit safe if you can. But there's your two probes, and there's your light to turn it on. I'll bring it up here so you can see the sensors there, and as you pull this out, it's going to be ready to go. 66 degrees is what it's saying right now, and it's going to cycle between ambient temperature and meat temperature, and that's the two sides of your thermometer. Now, neat enough, I can actually take this one and I can throw it in my pocket. Let's see. That one might be a little warm, and I'll put this one in my hand, and you're going to see those temperatures climb. Now it does have a backlight that turns off automatically, so this is wirelessly sending to this transmitter. Now it's already going up, so that's 68 here on the white one. It's going to go up to 70. So there you go. You can see the temperature's already increasing. That's just from the warmth of my hand, and you can see I used them in combination. So I cross-checked basically the temperature by using the instant read that they sell, as well as the probe thermometers. So what's neat about that, you can check in there manually like I did, just to cross-check them. But what's neat about it is it actually allows you to set alerts on your phone. So when it got to the temperature I wanted, I was able to get an alert. In this case, this is the TempSpike you see here. So it has the different temperatures as it's going. There's a picture of the unit like I mentioned. And in this case, it's showing the ambient temperature on the white one was 291 degrees. So it's been in there for a while. The other one I had just added late, the black probe, and that's why it's a little less. But also this will help you decide if there's a hot or a cold part of your oven, which was kind of cool as well. So you can see there the view of it, and you can go to the cooking graph, you can go to the recorded history and all that, which is pretty cool. They have a lot of different settings if you're going to want different kinds of meat. So here you go. I went through and checked out all of the different kinds of stuff, and I did have to set a turkey leg temperature of 180. Now this actually told me that the high temperature was reached, that the dark leg meat that I had done, and then it shows me all the information coming from those probes, which was pretty slick, and then I can go in and check on them. This is again partway through the cook. The bottom is the internal temperature, and the top one is the ambient temperature, so the probe is getting a heat soak and it's getting a good measurement. I did kick up the temperature a little bit here. I checked on a couple of things and I bumped it up a little bit, and it shows that. So this will also tell you if your oven is getting the temperature properly, which is pretty slick. And in this case, it actually gave me a warning that my temperature dropped too low. Because I was done, I actually turned the oven off because I wanted the thing to just soak the heat in there, kind of rest inside the oven, because I didn't want it to go too high. So this one's been in my pocket over here, the black one. It's warmer temperature than the white one. Went back to 66 and 63 degrees Fahrenheit. But you can see there, it's essentially a couple seconds behind, and then I can reach back in my pocket and bring the black one out, and it will cool off as well. So you get two separate probes. You can be using one, in a smoker, one in your barbecue. They are good for, I believe, up to 500 degrees. So you want to be real careful not to exceed that. And all of your information about how to use them, how to connect them to the phone app, and everything is in here. Pretty good set of directions. This is also nice if you're going to be checking a brisket maybe in a couple different places, or if you just want to use this with any sort of, like my wife does sourdough bread now, and she uses this one. This is the instant read. As soon as you open it, it turns on, which is awesome. I love that capability. And when it's closed, some of the other ones don't do this. It has positive retention, and that sharp probe, which is sharper than most, it makes it really easy, is actually covered here. So this one is the TP19H. This is a digital meat thermometer. You open this thing up, you poke that in the meat like I was showing you earlier, and it was cross-checking exactly the same as these other probes up here. A lot more affordable, and this one is a quick go-to. There's no phone app needed. You open it up, you probe in there, and you get an instant read within a second here. So this is the ThermoPro, and I made hamburgers. We got tired of cooking because we'd made so many different meals over the holiday. And you can see I want to get about 140 at least minimum on these burgers. Now, if you poke too deep, sometimes you'll get to where it's on the other side of the burger if they're not that thick. That was about 165 here. So they're definitely getting to that safe temperature here. And so I had two pans going, got lots of kids to feed, and we did it pretty well. But this will tell you, if you're trying to hit that perfect medium rare, it'll tell you when to pull those burgers without having to touch them, without having to get into any hot oil or anything. And this is from ThermoPro, and this is their instant read thermometer. So